Hello, everyone. So glad you're here with me today. I'm alone in the studio, but I'm very excited to do these intentions today. Some really cool things going on. Hi there. Welcome. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. For those of you watching the replay, let's dive in. I'll say hello to people as they mention their names in the chat or say hello in the chat, but I'd like to go ahead and let's just get started breathing together. This is that very simple method of connection, hand over heart, breathing in and out of your heart space, focusing in on the vibration raising gratitude. That emotion just lifts your heart. Breathing in for a count of 4, 5, 6. Exhaling slightly longer, 5, 6, 7. And as you breathe in and out, you're signaling to your nervous system that it's time to relax. It's time to settle in. It's time to be present. Breathing in, slightly longer exhale. There's nowhere else to be. There's nothing else you need to do except be here now. And as you join me in this sacred circle of energy, you can start to feel a sense of connection to me, to everyone who's here in the chat. Hello, Irma. To everyone who's watching this replay. It's okay to time shift this meditation. You can join anytime. Breathing in and out. And I've asked my plant allies to hold this circle for us to help refine the energy as we come together and connect our energies. In slightly longer exhale, feeling the earth beneath your feet, welcoming the flood of energy from the earth, knowing that you are loved and secure on this planet. In and out, feeling that connection with spirit through the top of your head, your crown chakra, knowing you're loved, knowing that you are secure here, knowing that you're right where you need to be. Thank you. We are now connected. Hello, Diane. Welcome. Okay, so we have 3 intentions tonight. We now intend that Yosemite National Park in California is protected and sheltered from extreme weather throughout 2025. Allow this intention to drop into your heart chakra, project it out into the quantum field, and follow the energy. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention and release it with love. And Rosalind, I can see that you're backstage, but it won't let me and let it won't allow me to add you to the stage until you turn on your or connect your microphone. So I'll keep watching. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Glad you're here. Okay, so our second intention is for our clairs, and we're working on a clair tonight called Clairgustance, which is an intuitive sense of taste. So something a little bit different tonight. Together, we intend to remain healthy and well in every way as we welcome all appropriate upgrades to our Clairgustance intuitive sense, and to notice with gratitude when we receive necessary, timely, and accurate information through Clairgustance. Allow this intention to drop into your heart chakra, project it out into the quantum field, and follow the energy. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention and release it with love. Ah, there we go. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention and release it with love. And now for our final intention, we're going to do a little bit of an experiment using clairgustance. So when you have an intuitive sense of taste, what is the purpose of it? What would make it useful? And I thought we might try doing something a little bit fun with it. We'll do a little time travel, a little remote viewing. Here we go. Remaining healthy and well in every way, we now intend to use clairgustance to experience the Colorado orange apple, exploring its taste, texture, and any other qualities of note. Allow this intention to drop into your heart chakra, project it out into the quantum field, and follow the energy. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention and release it with love. So, you might be wondering, how do we have a photo of an apple that's considered extinct? Uh, it turns out that they've found a tree, and this Montezuma Orchard Restoration Project has created some new trees that people can buy. And I guess the first one they sold for about $2,000 because it's such a rare variety. And I thought it would be a nice choice for us because none of us have tasted this apple, and yet we have a description of the flavor. And if you'd like to put in the notes anything that you noted when you were tasting that apple, I'd love to hear what you experienced, and I'll read the description. The originator of this apple, Jesse Frazier of Fremont County, Colorado, described it over 100 years ago. It is the longest keeper I know and of excellent quality. Historically described as large, round, oblate, slightly ridged at the calyx, stalk medium length, basin shallow, yellowish orange color with blush where exposed to the sun. Flesh is light yellow, exceedingly firm yet very crisp. A rich, high aromatic sub-acid flavor, most exceedingly juicy. In fact, in flavor and quality, it is distinct and peculiar to itself, differing widely in both these characteristics from any other known apple. It's palatable in December and improves from then on to July, which, I mean, food that can be harvested in the winter and still be nourishing us in July. That's amazing. So tonight we meditated for Yosemite, and then we focused on our clairgustance, intuitive sense, and then we went and tasted a historic apple. So I'd love to hear what you came up with. And Rosalind, I think we finally got your sound sorted out. Do you want to come on and tell us what you experienced while people are making notes? Okay, we'll wait until she's able to do that. Diane, thank you. What an interesting exercise. Yeah, that's this whole style of meditation lends itself very well to experimentation. Okay. Julie says, I couldn't taste anything, but I was salivating and my tongue was tingling like crazy. Yes, 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 yes. I think with practice, you definitely could have an experience of the taste. And Diane says, initially I wasn't tasting anything, just smelling it. Yeah, that's an important part of being able to taste things. But later she started to taste things. It was sweeter and juicier to her than a red apple, but more tangy and sour than a Fuji apple. Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, so what I experienced, I had the same thing that Julie did when we were focusing on clairgustance. I had a lot of sensation in my mouth. Like I just became very aware of what I could taste and how I taste things, how I interact with food. And then when we tasted the apple, at first I just had my mouth filled with saliva, my tongue was tingling, and then I got sensations of crunchiness. I got that little bit of tangy acidity. It reminded me a bit of a Honey Crisp in the texture. But then the most surprising thing was the presence of the apple itself. Like, think about how much less pollution there was a year ago or 100 years ago, right? So fruits and vegetables had a more vivid flavor. And I apple varieties are hyper local, right? Hundreds and hundreds of varieties come in and go out. and we lose trees, we lose apples, and we hear about them. But it's really remarkable that they have found a tree and they're starting to bring this particular apple back. But the thing that was that I experienced, and I meditate with plants a lot, but the thing that surprised me about this was the presence of the apple. Like the apple tree gave me that apple and to specifically nourish my body in certain ways. And I was really cognizant of that as I ate the apple and could feel my body accept the nutrients, accept the nourishment. And that surprised me. I did not expect the tree itself to jump in there. And wow, I love that. Okay, let's catch up on the comments here. Here's something for Irma. For Yosemite, she saw beautiful, lush plants and trees. She saw vibrant waters and a strong waterfall. Also saw a bear sitting and having a nice meal. Yes, yeah, that's amazing. And then Diane, while intending for Yosemite National Park, I felt a wave of love and gratitude coming from Mother Gaia. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Irma, Clairgustance was salivating, sense tanginess, and also a little sweet. She also saw baked goods like an apple pie. Yeah, that's amazing. When I was meditating on Yosemite, I got sort of a divergence, right? There's a lot of human angst and uncertainty and strong feelings, passionate responses to what's going on in the US's national parks. And in Yosemite in particular, it's a very crowded park, it's very popular, and they lost a lot of staff. Just staff was arbitrarily cut, and now they have had to limit reservations. They don't know how they're going to handle the human influx over the summer. But what I got was a sort of a bifurcation. The human concerns and the human angst and the human kerfuffle was separate from the park and from the weather. And I did get a very calm sense of endurance, right? The park was in a bubble of good weather, right? Like the right type of weather that they need to keep the waterfalls flowing and to keep the vegetation green and to feed all the animals in there. So I was encouraged by that. Yeah. So, okay. Roslyn, are you interested in sharing your impressions? We can't see you, and I can here, let me unmute your mic and see if we can hear from you. Oh, you have to unmute yourself, Roslyn. Mm, yeah. Here's more comments from Irma. Yosemite saw a layer of stagnant energy being lifted up and being transformed. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Yeah, well, we know the land can be tired, right? It can have too much human energy in it. That's really interesting. Uh-oh, what happened here? Roslyn? Yes, I think you're right. I think I did freeze. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to take Roslyn out of the mix here. There we go. Okay. For some reason, I think Rosalind's computer is glitching. There we go. I'm back. Can you guys hear me now? I hope so. Thank you. Yes. Yay, I'm back. Yeah. I'm very curious about the energy that Irma Sanchez saw, the layer of stagnant energy in the park. Um, I interviewed a couple in Ireland. They do a lot of work healing houses and healing land. I'll have to ask them about that. Okay. All right. Well, let's try adding Rosalind to the mix one more time and see if we can get some comments from her. Hi, Rosalind. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
But
Yes.
I can't hear anything.
Well, we can hear you. Well,
Oh, I don't know what is wrong. I have to get this fixed somehow.
yeah.
Well, uh, sorry about that, but I can't hear anything. That's a problem. Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll get that fixed in the next
Okay.
2 days.
All righty. Okay, I'll go ahead and mute you again. There we go. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and exploring this with me. Give Clairgustance a try and see uh, if you can't experiment with that. One of the things you might try is, let's say, your friend is describing an amazing meal that they had, or a special dessert that they treated themselves to. You can try and see if you can have a similar experience and to taste it yourself. Or I can think of some good reasons to want to taste what somebody else has is using. Let's say your dog falls ill, and you want to know what they ate. That I don't think it'll be pleasant, but you might ask to know what they consumed so that you can relay that to the vet. So there's a few ways that you might experiment with using Clairgustance. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Makes sense, Irma. Yeah. Well, um, next week we're going to move on to our intuitive sense of clairalience, which is smell. Um, let's see. I'm going to pop this up there. Diane, we work on transmuting energies and places and lands in the astral realm. Wow. Yeah, I, because I've been doing this style of meditation for so long, I tend to call it the quantum field. I think it's all the same. Okay, so let's conclude tonight by breathing together. And this time we're going to disentangle our energy from the group. And I will say if you found anything interesting or relaxing, calming, helpful, healing, take that with you into your week. Whew. Hands over hearts. Breathing in and out through the heart chakra. Inhaling and then slightly longer exhale. Arriving back in your room. Disentangling your energy from the group. If it's evening where you are, know that this style of meditation sets you up for a very restful sleep. And if you're just starting your day, know that this meditation will lend calm confidence to everything you do today. Thank you, everyone. Wonderful to see you. See you next week.